I think we can all agree that there are great benefits to exercising. However, most of us, certainly including myself, we don't like to exercise. And furthermore, we're not sure how to do it correctly so we get the benefits. Well, we are solving that overall problem here today. There's one exercise, by the way, it's called the squat. And this exercise is even known as the king of exercises. So today we're going to learn how to do the best exercise that there is in the world. And the gentleman that's bringing it to us is the creator of the Blake Blaster. Tom Blake is with us right now. Tom, welcome. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Bob.
It is an absolute pleasure and solving a major problem for many of us that don't like to exercise and don't know how to do it correctly. We're going to change that around here today. Tom, let's first talk a little bit about yourself, all right? Tell us a little bit about your background.
Sure. I am a military pilot. I just retired from the Air Force a year ago. At the same time, I've been an airline pilot traveling all over the world. So I'm gone 180 days out of the year.
Wow. Lots of traveling.
Lots of traveling. When you get to your destination, whether it's a barracks in the military or a hotel in Paris or Madrid, lots of times there aren't places to work out.
Right.
If there are, they're closed. If they are open, they might be jammed with guys.
They don't make it to your schedule, right?
No, they don't.
Right.
And you have to adjust. You adjust your time, and many times you can't do that. You don't have the luxury of doing that.
All right. So you came up with a way that we're going to be able to benefit from exercising, no matter where we are. No, it puts us in control because we're going to be able to do it. But let's get right to it, because you created something called the Blake Blaster. What is the Blake Blaster?
The Blake Blaster basically is a squat trainer.
Okay.
And then through the development of it, I added upper body exerciser.
All right.
But the main part of it is a squat trainer. It's a wedge that allows you to change your moment of lift so that you don't lean forward as you do a squat.
Okay.
Many times when people do squats.
Can we just go back for a little bit, and because I don't know what a squat is.
Sure.
Can you tell us or show us what a squat is?
Sure. I'm going to show you the wrong way and then the right way.
The wrong way first, okay?
All right. The wrong way is when people get into a squat, they'll start coming down, and as their body starts to lean back, to compensate, they'll overcompensate in the other direction. So what they'll end up doing is they'll lunge forward, getting their knees way out above, forward of their toes, and their back bent too far forward.
So I would imagine that could cause some back problems and
absolutely. Back pain, knee pain. There's a medical term, chondromalacia patella, which is basically inflammation of the kneecap.
Not fun.
You're putting too much pressure on it. Not good. Takes weeks and weeks to heal.
So that's the wrong way to do it. Now show us the right way, because you're going to use the Blake Blaster.
Correct. As I mentioned before, I'm a pilot. It changes your moment of lift so that it's taking your weight and sliding it back onto your heels. So you step on it, and to compensate for the weight now being on your heels, it allows your back to come back more perpendicular to the ground.
Okay.
So because I'm pivoting on my heels, it allows me to come down straighter, more perpendicular. My knees are back by my toes, not out in front.
And your back
is arched.
Yeah, I see, and you look very comfortable in doing that.
It is, and what's called, you're looking for heel push. Your heel is pushing up on your hamstrings, it's pushing up on your quadriceps and your glutes.
Okay.
Those are your three huge muscle groups in your body, and that's why they call it a compound exercise.
Right.
You're compounding the muscles used to do one movement.
And I just want to make sure that you all see it's because of what Tom came up here with the Blake Blaster. You see how his feet are at an angle, at an incline? And that's where it all begins, correct?
Right. Instead of pushing up on the balls of my feet and having to balance off of that, you're pushing up on the heels of your feet.
Gotcha.
And that slight 1.5 to 2 inch center of gravity change allows you to move your back in a better position.
Oh, that's
cut down on your knee pain.
Yeah.
Cut down on your back pain.
I love it. Now I see the bands. What are the bands for?
The bands, Bob, are for two things. One, it adds additional stability while you're doing the squat, especially if you're first starting out. So you come back into the squat. You can actually pull forward on the bands to allow yourself to come back even further into the squat, supporting your weight.
Right. Okay.
And you go ahead and do your squats.
Okay. Is this good for rehab purposes as well?
I believe it could be. I would caveat that with check with your doctor.
Of course, of course.
But the idea about knee rehab is to build your quadriceps back up that supports your knee instead of using your kneecap. So yes, very much so. But again, I would check with your doctor.
Right, of course. And as I mentioned at the beginning, the squat is known as the king of exercises. Just take us through once again as you're doing it. What's really happening? How are we benefiting from it?
Sure. When you go into a squat, you're using 3 large muscle groups in your legs. You're using your quadriceps, your hamstrings, and your glutes.
Okay.
They're all functioning at the same time. As you do your squat, whether it's your basic squat, or you could also do a reverse lunge.
Okay.
Using a blaster, you're using those muscles to get into your target heart range.
Ah.
There's where the cardio benefit comes in.
See, that was my next question. I mean, we all know the benefits of toning the muscles and everything, but how about cardio? I mean, can this affect your cardio?
Absolutely, and it's non-impact. So what you want to do is use the formula that I use, if you like. It's just a mathematical formula based on your age.
Okay.
So you take the number 220, subtract your age.
Okay.
Let's say you're 60.
Okay.
Multiply that by 0.85, and that gives you about 139 reps or 139 beats per minute that you want to get to and not exceed.
Is that known as your target?
It is.
Target rate? Okay. Okay.
So doing squats, because they use such large muscle groups, gets you there quickly.
Right. Right. So you're doing the squats. You're muscle toning as well, as you can see Tom in action, toning the muscles, but at the same time getting the benefit of cardio. So this is truly, I mean, if you went to a gym, first of all, it's going to cost you money to go to the gym. It's inconvenient to get in the car and drive to the gym many, many times.
Right.
You can do this in the comfort, the convenience of your own home. You don't have to go anywhere else. You can do this when you want to. That's why I like to say the Blake Blaster puts you in control. You can do it whenever you want to, okay? If you're on the road, if you're traveling, no problem. At home, no problem. While you're watching TV, no problem. You are in control, and you can get the benefits from the Blake Blaster whenever you want to. So by all means, you see the website address on the screen right now. You want to go there and find out more, because this can truly change your life, the Blake Blaster. So you're getting cardio, you're getting tone benefit. So Tom, I see the resistance bands, and there are 3 different colors. Why is that?
That's right, Bob. The one that we showed just now is the yellow band. These are the starter bands. When you're first starting to use the Blake Blaster, these are the least resistance you can have.
That's where you begin.
That's where you begin. After about 90 days, or even maybe a little bit less, you're going to notice that your strength is increasing, your fitness level is increasing. We're going to have you move up to the green bands. These are the 20-pound bands. Okay, more resistance, more muscle building, more toning going on. The ones that I use for my personal workout are the 30-pounders. All right, these are the brute bands, all right? And they'll give you, once you get to the level that you want, pretty much all the resistance that you want, the big guys.
So the Blake Blaster will grow with you, and you can grow with the Blake Blaster, right?
Yep, and they can switch out in seconds.
What's the routine that one wants to follow with this?
Thank you for asking that, Bob. It's going to be, for starters, if you're deconditioned, you want to start out easy. I recommend no more than 3 minutes.
Right.
Step onto the blaster, and you can start out by doing just some basic squats, like you're sitting down.
Okay.
When you first start out, look at your knees. Okay, you can peek down, take a peek. They're not too out in front of your toes.
Right.
That's going to save your knees. Keep your back arched. Once you get a little more conditioned, you can put the bands up here.
Okay.
Add more resistance.
And resistance is key, right?
Resistance is key, and heart rate is key.
Right.
You got to regulate your own heart. When you get to your target range, you want to back off on the squats and use what the blaster's great at for upper body.
Right.
So once you get to your range, you can stop and take your pulse if you want. Once you're there, you want to do something that doesn't require as many heartbeats.
Right.
And you can do curls.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. When you get stronger, you can switch to one arm.
So how many exercises can you do with the Blake Blaster?
Well, we mentioned that the 2 of the foundation exercises are the compound exercises. Both styles of squats.
Right.
Okay, your basic and your reverse lunge. Get your target heart rate up to where you want it. Then switch to curls. You can do triceps. Ladies, take care of those bat wings if you have any. Okay.
And that brings up another question, another point, Tom. Good for men and women, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because I know as guys, you know, we want that abs section. And we're all different on the sections that we want to address, but this seems to cover it all.
It does. You'll note that at least I did, through the course of doing all these exercises, you're always working on your core muscles because you're balancing.
Right.
And you don't know it, but the muscles around your abdomen are doing the balancing for you.
Right.
And because of that, they're getting in condition as well. It's kind of a free benefit.
Right, exactly. And I like the size of this too. The way that you constructed it, the size, so it's easy to take with you if you're it's going to fit in your suitcase without any problem whatsoever, and you can take it with you once again, so you're in control of using it. And I see you have a suitcase
I do.
behind you. You want to show that to us, how this fits in there?
Absolutely.
Okay. Once again, it's the Blake Blaster. Go to the website that you see on the screen. Go to that address and find out more, because this is a genius product that can really help you and your whole family in so many different ways. But let's take a look at Tom, who's working with a suitcase, and look, it's going to fit right. But you tried this out beforehand, right?
I designed the blaster around most carry-ons.
Right.
If your carry-on is 24 inches standard size or larger, the Blake Blaster will fit.
How much does it weigh?
It weighs approximately 12 ounces.
12
it's
ounces.
Very light.
And
goes right
no
through
trouble
security.
getting through security, yeah.
No
trouble there.
You park your bands.
There it is.
And off you go.
Yeah, there you go.
And Bob, the important thing to note is now there are no more excuses. Okay,
That's right.
It's right there by your bedside at the hotel.
Right. Unfortunately, there are no more excuses.
You deal with the reason why you don't want to do it, but it's right there.
That's right.
So
that's great.
That's my main motivation.
It's a great product that benefits everybody. Any final thoughts that you want to share with everybody about it?
No, just that, my opinion, the human body is the only machine that I know of that gets better with use, especially as we age. Okay, I'm in my 50s. You have to be very cognizant of that and take care of your body. Take out a maintenance contract. You don't want to be using excuses not to work out. You want to be looking for reasons to work out. And this allows you to do that.
And knowing how to work out correctly and properly gives you the confidence to be able to do that as well.
Right.
Okay.
It looks innocent enough. My recommendation for people that do buy it is start out easy. You're going to notice muscles in your legs that you never knew you had. Take
That's
it easy.
a good sign.
But you'll notice results in 2 weeks,
Wow.
90 days, and then in 1 year, you're going to have the body and the fitness level that you want.
That's terrific. Tom Blake, the creator of the Blake Blaster, thank you so much for doing this and sharing it with everybody. And once again, by all means, go to that website address that you see on the screen. Get fit, feel better, have more energy, enjoy life, and you can do it with the Blake Blaster.